All right. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to attempt to strand Valentina on Minmus and work on the weekly challenge for KSP, which is effectively strand some Kerbal on the Mun for the basic level, different Celestial for the next level, and then the hardest level, bring them back. So I'm going to run for that. That's better. Pretty clean ascent so far. About to lose the SRVs, so we'll fire up the mains. And staging went well. Now we're just gonna coast up to about 100k, 99, whatever. Burn out that periapsis a little bit and circularize. And let's circularize this thing. Close enough to a circle for me. Alright, targeting Minmus. And we're coming up on the descending node. I don't know if I'll be able to rotate into position in time. Yeah, maybe. We weren't that far off from the DN. Gonna casually get onto that same inclination as Minmus. And get some solar out so we have some power for the trip. Not a huge fan of the way they did the apoapsis and periapsis for the maneuver nodes. You used to be able to focus on Minmus and see the periapsis as it was coming closer or further away. This, not so much. Thinking about just going for it and letting, worrying about adjusting for closer or further out once I'm out there, but hardly seems efficient to do it out there. See, one thing I miss about KSP 1 is you could right-click on one of these and it would just stay on screen. Now, as soon as you click off, it's gone. No, get out of that. There it is. Yeah, I want that to not go away while I adjust. Hardly seems efficient to, like, go out at a random periapsis and then try and work it down. I'd rather be close for when I'm ready to circularize. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go for it. Not ideal, but what do you do with the tools they give you? Let's aim towards the maneuver node. We'll let the ship rotate first, and then we'll time warp. Should have plenty of Delta V even to, like, make some correction once we get there. And we do the time warp. Whee! Alright, 40 seconds and then we'll do the burn. And hopefully it gets us close enough. It's just... It sucks that they made it so hard to see what your actual closest approach to a maneuver node is while you're adjusting the maneuver node. That is one thing I really miss from KSP 1. Okay, let's go see what that did for us over at Memnis. That is quite far from where I really want to be. This might be a revert and restart, just because without being able to see where you're going, it's really difficult. Give us a bit longer of a burn and see if it gets where I want it. What a waste of DV that was. Yeah, there's never a point where we're going to enter the SOI for that. I'm going to redo the launch, but when I get into space, I'll do a quick save, which is what I should have done previously, but yeah, lessons learned. Might have pitched over a little too soon on this one, but it'll be fine. Oh, it's got wobbly now. Pin B finally launched. Yeah, well, it's probably going to be a redo anyway, because the struggle's real tonight, man. The struggle's real. Yeah, this is a revert. I actually want to go back to the VAB for a minute and see which engine might be better for that center core. And maybe do a better ascent profile on the next try. Which one did I have on there? And those SRBs are massive. That is the Mammoth 2. And we're talking large engines. I think the Rhino's the one that does best in vacuum. So that might be better. Orbital Methalox, newest engine. It does not perform well in Atmo, but is very efficient in vacuum, making it a great choice for upper stage. So that's 343 in vacuum versus... Ooh, I kind of like the sounds of that. Let's go with it. We're not really doing much with the center core in Atmo. It's pretty high up where we actually start needing it, so I kind of want to play with that as an option. Let's go. How's your night going, Ben? We can skip the countdown. We've all heard it. Oh. Oops. Everybody's favorite word. Staging. There we go. Much better. This time I'll let it get a little altitude before I start trying to pitch over. Howdy! How's it going, friends? Or is it Franz? See, typing it doesn't give me any answer. Wow. Okay, we'll go with Franz then. I hope that's the spelling of Franz. I'm trying to do the weekly KSP challenge, and I'm having a miserable time because I can't see the periapsis to Minmus. The weekly challenge is strand a Kerbal and then go pick them up. I think the basic challenge is for the Mun, but I'm not basic, so we're gonna do Minmus just because. I'll pull up the here. Let me pause this. Nope, wrong button, and we'll redo that launch here. But where is the? Do I have the launcher for this thing? Where's the? Because it like pops up in the KSP launcher. No, it's all good. I'm still getting used to playing Kerbal again. I've been away from KSP 1 for a while, and KSP 2 is definitely not without challenge. Especially in getting reacquainted with the interface and all the changes to it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Chrome. KSP 2 weekly challenge. Here, I'll read it to you. It's on the... It was on the launcher, but... Of course, now my computer wants to fight with me. Challenges, all weekly challenges. Somebody had to have posted this somewhere. The short answer is strand a Kerbal. And then go get them with a separate mission. So, like, that's the short version of it. And I'm pretty sure the main difference was, like, the basic one was do it on the Mun, and then more advanced is do it anywhere else. I noticed something watching several KSP2 live stream. Everybody is going up in the air or space. I've not seen anyone doing any submarine missions yet. I mean, I think part of that is the people who are attracted to Kerbal Space Program are attracted to the space part of that whole thing. So, while, yeah, it'll be cool to do that stuff, I just don't feel like there's a lot of parts and motivation to do that yet. I'm sure somebody's doing it. Somebody has to be doing it. But I think that's the reason you're not seeing a whole heck of a lot of it is everybody's like, how fast can I get to space? How fast can I get to these other planets? How fast can I get something built? And one thing I haven't really seen answered, and if anybody knows, let me know, is whether or not these saves are going to have to be restarted when they start pushing major content changes. And if the answer to that is no, then it makes sense to start building like stations and stuff to bounce off of once we start going interstellar, right? So like, I don't know, there's a lot of scenarios. It's just, you know, different people into different things. I'm into the space aspect of it. I like going to Minmus. Minmus in KSP 1 was like my favorite place to go. I built a rover with a landing pad on it so that I could drive around and land a ship on the rover, refuel it, and send it back out. I like the ultra low gravity makes silly shenanigans like that possible. Come on, get me to 70k on these. That's all I'm asking. There we go. Now we'll pitch more. Burn as much of this into horizontal as we can. Alright, now we just wait until we're up high enough to make this engine effective. And clear of Atmos, so we'll lose that. I'm not impressed with the new fairings, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't... I don't hate the build thing. I know a lot of people hated building the fairings with the new system. I don't mind that. I just hate the way they break apart and kind of like do that spinny thing, and then all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, fall straight. Like, no, if I'm not burning, they'd kind of just like hang out at whatever distance they parted. In KSP, I loved going on the moons of the ringed planet. Forgot the name. KSP version of Saturn. Ooh, I know the one you're talking about. I don't know the name of it. I think it's further out. Was it Tylo? No, it's not Tylo. Elu? Definitely not. It was a gas planet with several moons. Jewel, maybe? Dres, Duna. Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on that one. Some funny physics things. Accidentally enter a landed state. Kind of looks... Jewel. Okay, Jewel. Accidentally enter a landed state. Kind of looks like what happened with the fairings. Yeah. Yeah. But it seems pretty consistent with the fairings. Like, they just pop off, they spin around, and then they fall straight. And it's like, why? Why would it ever do that? Oh, and we're coming up on where I need to start a burn. Oops. I imagine this to be a very long burn. Oh, we can time warp while burning. That's sweet. Nope, that didn't work. And it's these engines. I thought using a more efficient engine would be a good idea. The problem is they have such little force that even though the efficiency's there, there's not enough thrust coming out of them. So let's swap that back. Or not swap it back, swap it to the other more efficient one in space that still works in Atmo. I really wanted to try those though. I don't regret it. If I would have started a lot sooner, yes. Yeah, it was kind of a close call. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that risk factor a little bit and truly shuns and vacuum and go with the Rhino. Yeah, the Rhino's efficient enough. It's gonna give me a lot more thrust. You know, you can see it's 1500 kilonewtons, or sorry, 1750 kilonewtons in vac, and this thing was 650. So give me a little more breathing room, and it's still relatively efficient. I mean, if you look at this was 343. The Rhino's 325 on vacuum specific impulse. So I think it'll be fine. We'll give it a shot and see what it does. And this is my attempt to strand Valentina, by the way. This is not intended to come back, but getting to Minmus so far has been the pain. Oh, we can go ahead and activate the next one. So long, KSC. Start a little bit of a pitch over. The graphics are so much better though. So much better than KSP 1. What's up, Major Static? Nah, no Twitch. It's a fresh install, and I did this last night as well. It's a fresh install of OBS, and I just don't feel like setting everything up to multi-stream, and I'd rather put it on YouTube for now. Twitch hasn't exactly been my friend of late. Love how the plumes adjust out as you get higher and higher. Let's get more horizontal velocity going. One day I'll get around to installing the multi-stream stuff. More horizontal. Oh, there it goes. And let's target that. Let's ditch those. Let's give us a little boost away from them so we don't fishtail into them. You better hate. Why do you hate YouTube? Freaking love YouTube. I really genuinely feel like all around YouTube's a better platform. But not live games. There's no difference from a viewer standpoint other than like it doesn't have all the integrations and like fancy stuff and chatbots and things like that. I mean, there's some, but not nearly as many. And I don't know, I like the cleaner look of YouTube for live. It just feels better. Get rid of that fairing. There we go with the spinny fairings. YouTube versus Twitch, Google versus... It's all big tech anyway. That is true. What are your PC specs? I'm actually playing on my my work laptop. It's a... what is this? Ryzen 9 6000 series, and I'm not a huge AMD guy, so I don't know all the details on it. And it's 3090 Ti. Hope I did that early enough, but I have my doubts. But Twitch removes a lot of crap, but whatever. I don't know. I think from a creator standpoint, which I don't even really consider myself in that category anymore because I don't stream or do a lot of creation anymore. I think from a creator standpoint, YouTube's the more friendly platform. You know, for those that are monetized, it's a better split. For discoverability, you know, discoverability actually exists on YouTube, doesn't exist on Twitch. There's just so many pluses from a content creation side that it amazes me that Twitch still has the loyal following it does. Yeah, I do not feel like this is going to circularize. It might. I give it a 30% chance. And I don't really want to play with time warp while I'm doing it this time. I feel like that fudges numbers a little. Unfortunately, I don't have a beefy graphics card, so I don't think I want to get KSP2 yet. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. It's not optimized yet. I would say if you don't think your card can do this, be honest with you, I'd say anything less than a 2080, it's probably not going to be a fun experience. And even at that level, you know, more is better. It's probably the best way for me to say that. I'm going to cut this a little bit so I don't keep pushing my apoapsis up. Yeah, the price tag was insane. I'm really surprised they didn't come down into like the $35-40 range. I think, and I mean, really, you think 15 to $20 isn't a lot, but it really is. It's like we are already descending, so I need to fight the descent while circularizing. I thought we were pre-apoapsis and we were post. Come on, stop fighting with me. There's lock. There we go. That makes it easier. This could realistically circularize. It's probably not the most efficient circular orbit, but we'll get there. There we go. But yeah, $50 is a bit much. I really think they should have gone closer to 30. Maybe do, and I don't know. I don't know what the best way to do it is, but I think if they had a way where they could say, okay, $30 until release, and then another $20 for the release product. I don't know. It seems weird to me that we're paying more to test early. I have to go. Have a great stream. Thank you for coming by, Franz. I appreciate it, man. Take it easy. But for me, it's obviously not a performance issue. I'm running everything in high, by the way. This is ridiculous graphics settings. And by the way, save, confirm. Okay, so my graphics settings are everything on. Maybe I didn't go ridiculous with anti-aliasing, but 1080p, everything on high. And it's okay. I mean, I wouldn't call it perfect, but it's okay. Now the hard part, getting to Minmus. So we're going to set Minmus as our target. We're going to do all the basic stuff first. Overall, with a bit of work from the dev team, I feel like it could definitely be what we hope for. I definitely think that there is a good chance that they get it to what everybody hopes for, but there's some things that surprise me that made it into even this level of early access, where it's just like, why wouldn't you fix little things? I'm not talking major drastic things, but little things that should have been polished before it went out to the public. When they implement automatic transport missions, that will be worth $50 to me at least. I can only launch so many satellites to near identical orbits before I get notes. Yes, I concur. But like, little things that bother me is when I create a maneuver node, I can't see that inbound trajectory on the focus of the planet or the celestial that I'm targeting. You have to mouse over it. Like even this one. Like if I wanted to do a maneuver from the map page where I could see my periapsis, sure, I have it down here, but if I'm going to a different celestial, I want to be able to see that while I'm making adjustments. And that drives me insane that I can't. And in the VAB, the delta V you see in the VAB, once you go to the launch pad, is completely different. You can't see your TWR in the VAB. So like, how do you know if you're even going to lift off the pad? It's mind-blowing to me. Yeah, especially with the delays. And just make it... I'm not asking for perfection, but make it base level playable to do the bulk of things. Like, which in this mode is really just going places, right? So make navigation work first before you get too crazy with all the other stuff. Just make navigation work. And I think this would be a viable game that you could enjoy consistently until those other features come out. But yeah, this drives me nuts. And what are we looking at here? We're looking at a descending node, so we want to go normal. And see, even in KSP1, I like to do a lot of my flying from the map, right? Because realistically, you don't need to see the craft. You just need to know where the craft is. And not being able to, like, right-click on periapsis and keep it there, so that as soon as I click on, you know, a maneuver node, it goes away. Very annoying. And right now, all I'm going to try and do is get on the same orbital plane as Minmus. Watch the Beardy Penguins video on KSP2 and seeing the kind of bugs and performance issues that he encountered. I don't know if I could deal with them. It's hard. I had a bug last night where I built a craft and something went wrong in the craft file. Like, we tried swapping out all the parts and it ended up being a start a new craft file. But no matter what I did, once I hit 21,500 meters above sea level, the ship would explode. That was the symptom. It was almost consistently between 21.5 and 21.6. And I tried doing that same ascent profile at a really, really slow pace. So I made it a point to cross that threshold going less than 100 meters a second. It still blew up. It was something in that craft file that would not let it ascend above that. And just weird, stupid bug. It was a well-built craft, too. As a matter of fact, I built a almost identical version in a new craft file. It worked fine. There we go. We are now on the right orbital plane. Okay. So here's where I get annoyed with KSP2. So, like, we know that Minmus is our target. I know that with it there, I probably need to start my burn somewhere almost where I am, so we'll start a new maneuver node right behind me. So when I pull this out, when I try to pull that out, I get to... Oop, go the other way. Okay, so there's an encounter, right? And there's a periapsis. Okay. In KSP1, if you wanted to fine-tune that, right? Like, so you want to get this periapsis to Minmus down to, like, I don't know, 20k, because it's Minmus and you can. And you want to do it from this part of the maneuver, you would go to Minmus, you would focus Minmus, and you would see not just a stupid whatever this is showing where you're coming in and out of the sphere of influence, you would see the trajectory line of where you're going to be with the periapsis. So you could move that periapsis in and out while looking at it. Here, there's no way to do that because you have to come over here to see the periapsis, and as soon as you move off of it, it's gone. Like, you can right click it, it stays for a second, but then as soon as you start going, oh, I'm going to change the maneuver node, it's gone. So I can come over here, right click it, it doesn't care. As soon as I click on the maneuver node, it's gone. So what is my periapsis while I'm adjusting? I can't see it. Drives me insane. It's like, this is dumb. This shouldn't be like this. And that's the problem. It's like, do I take this maneuver node and risk being way off? Yeah. Yeah, you can't focus on the ghost future Minmus, at least not that I know of. So I'll always throw out that maybe it's just a mechanic I don't know how to use yet. That's a possibility. But one of the things that they've touted is that this is supposed to be easier for a beginner to just jump in and go. And, you know, you can explain to a beginner all the mechanics of how to get there, but if they can't actually see the data, they're not going to be able to get there, right? Even as somebody that's got a ridiculous number of hours in KSP1, it's like, I'm struggling, you know? And I'm going to try and guesstimate this a little bit, but... And see, now it's grabbing the wrong thing. See, this is brutal. Like, what is this garbage? It looks like somebody just puked icons on the screen. Right? Like, why? Like, where's the center of my maneuver? I'm literally at a point now where it makes more sense to just cancel the maneuver and start over. And like, how do I do that? You know, how do I get the ability to come back to Kerbin as a focal point? Oh, that was another thing. There's a reason this vessel is named the way it is. One way to Ennis. Because in the VAB, you click in the field to rename the vessel, and if you press the letter M, it opens the map screen. So you can't name it with the letter M in the name. So I had to skip the M's in Minmus. It's just, so frustrating. And it's just amazes me that these are not things that they encountered and said, hey, let's polish that little thing out. You know, it's an impressive game as is. I'm not taking away from what the devs did make, but there are some basic usability features that are just non-existent at all. Okay, so we've got our target set. We're on plane with it. I'm gonna go with, hold on, it's there. I want to encounter right there. So we'll come here, create maneuver node. Oh, passed it. I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, but see, the thing is that my complaints aren't even really bugs. They're just not planned for, you know, feature sets that should be there that just aren't. Like, really, am I gonna be 2112 from Mimus every time I do this? Because if so, that's crazy. .106, okay. See, 504. I don't know. This is crazy. I'll take it. I'll take that. We'll see where that actually ends up, but we're going to take that one. Turn me towards the maneuver node. Let's do this. Wow. It makes me wonder if Rendezvous is going to be as difficult as this. Like ship to ship rendezvous, not. I would imagine it is, because there's no way to focus on the future trajectory. Alright, we're lined up. Let's do it. It's a long burn. Almost a minute burn. And see, this is where it would be helpful to be able to, like, watch the PE for Minmus float around. I wonder if, and I'm going to check this after we get done with the burn, but I wonder if, like, in KSP 1, you could set how far out it looked in your trajectory. Alright. We're stopped. I'm not confident that we're even going to Minmus at this point. Hold on. Settings. Gameplay? Yeah, this. Max patches. You could see further out by increasing this. Let's go all the way up. Give that a shot. Yeah, no. Nothing new or useful. And there's where we're going to exit the SOI. Now if I trash that, this should show us... Yeah. Nothing useful happened from that. That took us closer to the Mun than it did Minmus. Forcing an encounter manually. Fun. What's our PE? And why is our PE changing? Oh. Did I do a stupid thing? No. Huh. Let's move a little bit. Yeah, close enough. It'll do. It's not at all ideal, but it will do. That might be a problem. Uh-oh. Let's go radial out. Okay. Yeah. And now let's flip around. What I'm trying to understand is why these numbers are drastically changing, even when I'm not burning an engine. I'm not burning an engine, I'm not running any RCS. Why is there so much fluctuation? Unless it's counting, like, gravitational pull that I don't believe it would even be factoring. So. Get closer to periapsis. I can't believe we actually made it here. I'm impressed that we're anywhere near Minmus. Okay, and see now the fluctuation stopped. Mass counts? Maybe. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Not this early in an early access. I want you to be right. I want it to be calculating mass and factoring in the gravitational pull of Kerbin versus Kerbal versus Minmus. But I seriously doubt they're at that level of calculation. But hey, I would like to be wrong. I think once I get down to about 70, I'll start trying to circularize. How cool would it be to actually have fluid moving inside your ship? That's a really cool concept. I don't know. So one of the things that they've been talking about with this game is making it easier for people who aren't into physics and astrophysics to be able to play. And I don't see them adding that if they want to do that, because that's a lot of calculation and a lot of things to compensate for. Maybe it's calculating those numbers based on the speed and direction of your capsule, which is changing as you're spin. Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't think about it that way. That might be it. KSP1, you didn't have as much precision, if I recall, so it was harder to notice. I think that is true. Yeah, I better get a little closer to periapsis before I do that anymore. Otherwise, we are going to be on the ground. Which, I mean, the plan is to land, but I'd like to do a more controlled landing. Seemed like a good place to pop a save. Hello, Minmus. P1, there was no capsule, but a box or a spear, depending on rendering distance. Probably. I can't believe my center core is still with us and I haven't had to ditch it yet. Hope I don't hit the one high mountain. One of my favorite cheeses in KSP1 was to start my ship spinning and then time warp to stop the spin. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I might have done that a time or two. I did learn that time warp was an effective way to stabilize a craft. So long as there were no other forces causing it to be unstable. I almost want to go past periapsis, so I stop bringing my periapsis down every time I do that. Let's do a radial out and give us a little bit of breathing room. Oh yeah. Huge help when doing precise maneuvers. There we go. I was also wondering why everything was fluctuating, and I think I know. I don't know if you noticed the difference here. Sea level's pretty consistent. Ground is fluctuating with the altitude of the hills and valleys. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want a negative apoapsis. I don't even know how that's possible, but whatever. Come on. Turn. Oh, I see what I'm looking at. That's why it's not looking right. There's a K in front of that M. I think it's time to split this ship up and prepare to do the landing thing and just play it out that way. Doesn't negative AP mean you're hybrid? Yes. Yes, it does. Yeah. Definitely would leave. You can actually see it right there, exiting SOI. But I'm trying not to burn down my entire periapsis into the ground on my way to apoapsis. Come on, ship, turn. I ought to ditch that center course. I'm more agile. I have more than enough fuel to land, take off, land 10 times. Have you put some lights on this thing? Nope. Alright, he landed on the Mun with epic 3 frames a second. That's a winner in my book. That's impressive. Landing with that low of FPS is quite impressive. I don't know, man. My main system that I use every day is an R9 390. That's pretty old and crappy. It's good. It was good at the day I bought it, but whew, painful now. 3 to 4 months for play it. I want most bugs fixed. I would even be like, I'm cool with the bugs. I hate the things that they've destroyed about the user interface that I loved. Good. Now let's work on this. Flip me the other way around. We need auto strut if I'm going anywhere. I'm actually pretty good about manual strutting. And TWR, please give us TWR. Holy hell, man. That is so annoying. Give us TWR and give us accurate delta V in the VAB, right? Like those are the two things I want in the build. Airstrike Ivanov, what's up, brother? Welcome. Give me those two things in the VAB, but also give me the ability to see my future trajectory through a maneuver node. And I don't mean just those stupid blue circles. Also need Engineer Redux installed. Makes everything enjoyable. Yes. Oh yeah, yeah. CCAN would be nice, but they'd have to have like approved mods for that to really go in. Yeah, I went crazy and modified KSP1 install. Might need it a bit longer while they sort out the launch day FPS. Yeah. Yeah. I think it tells you TWR if you have less than one as an alert thing. Yeah, but so like you can't see your TWR in flight either, which drives me insane. Okay, so if you said, I want to launch efficiently, so I want to keep like a 1.2, 1.3 TWR throughout my ascent, you can't do that because you can't actively monitor your TWR. Sooner we start imposing standards, the better. Me having my game crash 200 times in an hour just like any other day. Wow. It's a lot. We are facing prograde. We are in negative periapsis. I want to fix that. Let's go a little faster. Every time you revert to the VAB, it breaks the game? That's weird. I haven't encountered that. Like sticking moles of hydrogen somewhere on your craft until the alert pops up to give you an idea of where you sit. That sure is annoying. That is very annoying. And I'd venture to say unacceptable. I don't want to push my apoapsis out any further than I already have. What's your FPS look like in Kerbin in day? I don't even know. I don't really pay attention to it. I'll turn on the FPS counter after I get circularized. New player. I need auto strut if I'm going anywhere beyond Digna. I can respect that. I don't do a lot of auto strut. There we go. I'll be happy with like a 50, 20. There we go. Okay. So now I'm happy with that as an orbit. And wow. The plane that I came in on for an orbit. Wow. Okay, FPS. Settings. It's under graphics? No, it's under gameplay. I don't know why, but it's under gameplay. There you go. Now you can see it up here in the top left. I don't even know how to read that. It's changing so frequent. Full Santa Claus over it. I did. Not intentionally. Although I do think I'd like to land in this, whatever this is. This, I guess, like dry lake bed or whatever. So, I think we're on point to do that. Look at Mun without map. There's the sun. There's Kerbal. Where the hell is the Mun? Should be off in that direction somewhere. I don't know where the Mun is in relation to Minmus. The specs of the PC, it's a laptop, it's a 3090 Ti, Ryzen 9 So, yeah. Wait, that's Mimus? I thought that was... No, this is Mimus. Yeah, this is a laptop. It's the Zephyrus Duo. I am playing on an external monitor, but it's a Zephyrus Duo. I'm on the top of the line CPU. Okay. With 3 frames. What's your GPU, though? Yeah, this is definitely Mimus. Yeah, the 1080 Ti is not up to what this game really wants you to have. Which is sad. So I think the plan is land close and then maneuver over to where I actually want to be. And you know what? Now that we're where we are, I think it's time to do that. So funny because I built this PC back in the day for the purposes of playing Star Citizen. So my primary desktop I built in 2014-ish to play Star Citizen. It's an i7 6700K, 32 gigs of RAM, and an R9 390, which at the time, not too bad. Now, it's garbage. But still runs Star Citizen okay. Not great, but okay. Nope, stop. Why would that have... I give up with this game. There we go. That's a better trajectory. DC output's a very high amount of heat. Well, that's good. John likes to pour water on his PCs. That's true. I've done that on stream. I've definitely dumped water on my PC on stream. Okay, so. Surface velocity, target, orbit. Okay. And what is my focal point now? Like, where's my craft going? Chat? Val? Val, are you okay? Oh no, we're still gonna do this. We're gonna land this motherfucker like this. This is gonna happen. Yeah, we're totally saving this too. You don't really need to be able to see the craft to land the craft, like... Although, I am curious as to what we're pointing at. Oh wait, am I just in like some kind of free look? Can I do... Does that not help at all? Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, this is not good. Not ideal, but... Didn't add a shortcut to reset the camera. Do you have Discord? Yeah, but I'm not actually on it right this minute. What is it? Discord.gg/DRDRONEZ should get you on my Discord. I'm just hyper focused on this problem in front of me, and I'm trying to figure out like if it's actually in the right orientation, and I feel like it's not. This is a problem. Go to the tracking station and come back. We'll try it. Oh, not training center, tracking station. Stupid thing. One way to minimize this. Control. Yeah, that was not as helpful as I would have thought it would be. Can you go IVA? Maybe you can reset the view somehow. I am scared as hell to do that. Alright, you know what? Save game. Save. Confirm. That might have worked. Nope. As soon as she boards. That's it. Game over. Gonna have to do it this way. Several attempts were made. It's, yeah, it might be a suicide burn, but I think that this is salvageable. Goal is to strand the Kerbal, so you could just jump out and use the space brakes. That's true. I just don't feel like Val will really enjoy this landing. Okay, that's not ideal either. Oh, we're a lot closer to the ground than we are the sea. I thought this this was like at sea level in this lake bed. It is not anywhere close. Quite curious if the landed state bug will work for you versus other streamers. Oh, are you talking about where the planet moves and you don't? Because I think I've seen that. When you put the Kerbal's jetpack away, the Kerbal would lose all velocity. Interesting. This is landing by numbers alone. I do not recommend this. Let's hope these numbers are somewhat accurate. Oh, I know I'm pointed retrograde. Retrograde is ideal for this. No, I am pointed retrograde. I can tell because when I burn, the descent slows. So I'm pretty sure retrograde is the way we are pointed. It didn't visually look retrograde, but I'm pretty sure. Those numbers did not match up to the point that we just crashed. This is indeed why we quick saves. Oh no, and the bug held through the save. Fuck. We're gonna do a almost pure vertical descent. That's my plan. So I'm just gonna nullify all the velocity and then let it descend that way. Where are you going? Yeah. Change your velocity indicator from orbit speed to surface speed. Low gravity. Yep. I feel like everything is off on this craft. So, give me a second, guys. The screen's going to go black for a second. I'm going to bounce all the way out and reload that save and see if that fixes it. So, and back into Kerbal Space. Yeah, I think that's the safest play here, is just do a full restart of the game. Get about 20 seconds here. It's in its little startup. Oh, I can see the weekly challenge here, by the way. The weekly challenge that we're working on. Primary goal, fly to the Mun and get a picture of a Kerbal in front of the most interesting feature you can find. Stretch goal, strand the Kerbal there and pick them up with a second vehicle, returning them safely to Kerbin. Jeb level goal, do any of the above on any other celestial body in the Kerbaler system. So that's the three things. Find something interesting to take a picture in front of, strand a Kerbal and come back, and do it someplace other than the Mun for like the best level. That's why I wanted to do Minmus. That's the technical criteria of it. Kerbal 2, brought to you by CIG. Sure feels that way, don't it? Please work. Please work. Please freaking work. Of course not. Of course not. Retrograde to surface. Burn off all that velocity. I wonder if when I stage again, if that'll... You know what? If I can get this down to a nullified 0, I might stage and see if that puts me back over by the craft. To be fair, we'll probably see a few KSP patches before we see 318. That's probably true. It's probably true. I absolutely believe that will happen. But see, like, this surface velocity is going down, but it looks like the ship is moving physically away. Let's stage and see what happens. Nope, that didn't help. Alright. We're gonna have to play it by the numbers again. Give me... Wait. How are we... I'm so confused right now. This game is so bogged. And it drives me nuts because it was so much work to get to this stage. Huh. Okay. We got some velocity now. I have no idea what's happening. I don't even know what numbers I'm looking at anymore. Alright, let's see if we can go back to a slightly earlier save. I wish I could see better what's in this one. Let's try 2. Time to eject my bug, fly down on the jetpack. No. Okay, so this is before that bug started. So, this is before we managed to circularize. Okay, I'm fine with that. Base retrograde, orbit, sea level, good. Yeah, close enough to retrograde. We'll burn here. And actually flip that around. I might just try to do one lap around the planet and land. Sounds like fun. Come on! Turn! This vessel does not like to rotate. Off to bed, have a good night. Night, Major Static, thank you for coming by, brother. Appreciate you, man. Sleep well, sir. Sleep well. Okay. Let's push this up until my landing spot is somewhere in here. There we go. I saw a wing flying. Yeah. What in the hell? Why did it move so much in Time Warp? Like, you see the grotesque difference just from Time Warping. Doesn't make sense. I do like the Nimbus music too. It's good. Okay, that's gonna be normal? Chat, normal that way? Anti-normal this way? Wait, you really lost a wing? No. No, there was a wing flying in the other save. One of these... So, when I stage separated earlier, it stage separates right here. Okay, so like, this is the stage separation. This section separated, but so did one of the 4 wings. For no obvious reasons. That's another thing. It doesn't... So, like, I have reaction wheels on here, but they don't seem to want to work unless I kickstart them with the engine, and then they seem to work just fine. Okay, yeah. I was right. That is the normal direction. And that puts me right over where I want to be. Okay, cool. Time warp to here. Base retro. Leave the stage on and use it as extra. Yeah. I don't know if lith breaking's a thing for no Atmo, but yes. I have every intent to leave the stage on for now. Until I absolutely have... Oh, hey, there is a loose wing. What the fuck? Where's the electrical energy indicator? Top right. Yep, we found the extra wing. Apparently it's not necessary. Okay, this is ground, orbit, surface. Okay, let's break this orbit. Close enough. Now give me surface. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. So now the camera is attached to the wing. And see, in KSP1, you could set your focal point, which you cannot do here. Yep, camera's following the wing. Which makes me wonder if these numbers are based on the wing and not on the craft. And see, that's my control point up there. Yeah, might be the problem with the first landing. But you know what? We're gonna... Oh, and you know what else? Remember how we were still above ground level when we crashed? I bet that the craft was still above ground, but the wing, when it exploded, counted as the craft dying. We're going to try this one more time and see how well we do. I don't know if I can manually point retrograde. That's a lot of work. Why? Why are you like this? Can we do orbital retro? Oh, you guys know what this maneuver is. The original suggestion I should have listened to like 20 minutes ago. Goodbye, ship, indeed. Okay, that was kind of cool, though. We got this. Nice, gentle touchdown. Everything's nominal. Good job, Val. Wow. Oh my god, that hurt my soul. Meanwhile, Val's just chilling, dancing. Look at that shit. Like, come on, Val. Let's plant a flag. Ah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Well, at least we have a flag animation. Glad they got that in. That was important. Well, Val, this is where you live now. Because if it's that hard to, like, intentionally strand a Kerbal, intentionally bringing them home with a separate vessel sounds like a monumental task. Although, do I really need to use a separate vessel, or could I just bring her home with RCS alone? I'm pretty sure you can get to orbit on Minmus with RCS, but can you make it back? Congrats on part 1 of your mission. I need to head to bed. I'm going to bed too, but thank you. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that as my cue to go get some sleep, because I feel like if I fight with this, I'm just going to get infuriated. We got step 1 of a 3-step process done, so tomorrow I'll try and build a vessel and come pick Val up and bring Val home, but without any of the proper tools, you know, a TWR, working ships, it's a nightmare. It's hard. Although maybe I'll get lucky and I'll wake up and there'll be a patch out. I doubt it because weekend and all, but anyways, everyone that came by and watched, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching me struggle through that. I will try and spend some time tomorrow struggling through the rest of this weekly challenge. They did not make this easy. But anyways, have a good night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.